Is your new year still falling flat? Do you avoid stairs with multiple steps? You are not alone. This year, millions will be diagnosed with low energy or low E, but there's a cure. Now through January 31st, join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. With clean, spacious clubs and tons of equipment, you can boost your energy after just one workout. Leave low E behind and find your big fitness energy at Planet Fitness. Join in the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Tuesday, January 31st. See Home Club for details.
What up? What up? Welcome into the Eric Zane Show Podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Yesterday, I spent more time with Bill Simonson from The Huge Show, filling in. It's strange because, like I indicated, he doesn't use Brett, Superfly Hayes, as Bill calls him, or Lurch, as like a sounding board. Like, he didn't talk. He just kind of nods at him, and Bill's having a conversation. So he does monologue style. He does this. So Brett leaves for vacation. So I have very simple things to do, as I indicated. Call a phone number. Yeah, you getting the feed? Okay, good. That's it. I mean, there's not a lot to do. But, you know, and he has guests in. He had Mike Knuble and Dog Thompson from the Griffins in consecutively, not at the same time. I go down and bring them up. I take the elevator down. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Come on up. Get them a water, sit them down, and then that's it. So I guess Bill, and the thing is, he has the time to do that because, you know, they take a commercial break. And there's enough time to go down and get somebody. So I can't figure out for the life of me why he even needs me. But I enjoy it. Anytime I can play the idiot more than once in a day, that's music to my ears, you know. But yesterday, without getting into too much detail, he was pissed. I had nothing to do with it, but he was pissed about something. And I was reminded of the politics of radio again. There was, some, I don't know, business-related things that were getting under his getting on his nerves, getting under his skin, and I was like, so, fuck. Then he's just like bitching to me. I'm like the sounding board, and all I want to do is, my ADHD alarms are going off, and I'm like, fuck. Jesus. And I can't get out of there soon enough while he's bitching at me, and I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe that happened to you. I roll, wander out. I can't take it anymore. Hey, I got to go, and I don't have anything to do about it. Like, oh, man, I was just doing this with that and this thing. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Ryan writes, I listened for a few minutes. I think you add great value. Well, you're very kind. Love when you're in relevant conversation story, and he interrupts with randomness. Makes you have to assert that it's a good story. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. You know, you kind of have to, the way that is, with Bill in particular, you got to understand that there is no getting around that. You cannot change the flow of the river. It's easier for me to roll with it than it would be to try to tell, hey, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. It's more fun that way. To me, it's more entertaining to myself if I have to get out of the way, or use that word that everybody used to use. Maybe they still do. Pivot. You got to pivot, for God's sake. But good. Had a great time. I love doing it. I love being there. But being reminded of the nonsense of the radio industry. Oh my God. I'm like, I am glad that I don't have to deal with that. We got a 3-dog puppy pile. You can't see O'Neill's face because he's out of the camera shot. He's being a little bashful. But Bruce annoyed the shit out of me with middle of the night decides, hey, I got to get up and wander around the bedroom and freaking sniff shit and make noises and make weird French bulldog face noises and then get back on the bed and then breathe and then snot comes flying out of my nose right on the dad moment. Thanks. Holy shit. Back to Bill. We tapped into the subject about the Damar Hamlin conspiracy theories. Megan touched on it yesterday. She pointed me in the direction of this during the Patreon. I was like, oh, and I didn't really have time to get behind the story. But sensing potential for hilarity on the Huge Show. You see, it's a different bag there because you have a mixed group of people that don't necessarily understand what's going on with me or know what I'm doing, which makes it even more fun. And I'm a hired gun. No one can fire me in that setting. I guess they could. I guess they could say, you're never allowed back in here again. But it wasn't like I was telling people to go fuck themselves. We started talking about the concept of Damar Hamlin actually died on the field. He's dead. And they even went so far as to say that his heart exploded because he took the COVID vaccine. You know, that thing. So, in my heart, there actually really can't be one person on the planet who believes this. It's got to be just people doing like what I was doing yesterday on the radio and kind of floating potential scenarios out there that are ridiculous. Now, the one that's not as stupid as the one, because I was suggesting that when he was in the hospital bed and he did the heart with his hands, like that deal that he does now, that's like his new thing. He's going to make billions of dollars with that. I suggested that he was actually, that was his body, and he was dead in that photo, and they just propped him up Weekend at Bernie's style and taped his hands together in that shape in order to convince everybody that it was actually still alive. And this is all a conspiracy. And the Bills wanted that to pump up the team and just stupid. Just all fucking ridiculous. But when you're doing that on the Huge Show, you have people on there from parts of the state that have no idea who I am. Bill is heard in all these different communities that I'm not on in those communities. They don't know who I am. They don't know my history. They don't know 20 years of being an asshole. So they don't get it. So I'm suggesting on there that I'm like, well, maybe they're onto something with that conspiracy theory. Phones are lighting up. People are texting in. He's full of shit. I even went so far as to suggest that his name, since it is fake Damar, he should be known as Famar. And fuck, if you suddenly don't hear Bill making a sound, it's because he's turning away from the microphone laughing. And at that point, he's holding it in. He stifles the laugh because he just wants it to be silent, and he doesn't want people he doesn't want to be laughing at these stupid jokes. because he's afraid I don't know what he's afraid about, but I know he does it. And so I'm suggesting that Damar Hamlin is in fact fake, going by the name Famar. He was dead in the hospital bed, and they propped him up. That's when I said the Weekend at Bernie's thing, and that got him going. Dog Thompson from the Griffins is there, and he's being quiet too. That's the tendency these people do, that they have when they know they shouldn't be laughing. They want to, but they shouldn't. They quiet down the laugh somehow. But I'm like, no, come on. Jesus. What the best part of this is that, well, all these people are suggesting that was not Damar, and part of that is because when he arrived at the stadium for the football game, he had his hood on and a mask on, and you couldn't tell who it was. So they're like, uh-oh, yep, okay. Now, I want to think that no one actually believes this, but there's probably plenty of people that do. Arena Nick writes, Bill randomly jumped in to Damar Hamlin stunt double rant during hockey talk. Yes, you have to be prepared for that. So with all the fun that we had, and I'll get back to the Damar thing in a second, but it's just all the fun that we had on the air, and I have to balance being an idiot with Bill to, we have people that are in there, like Mike Knubel's in there, and I always have something to question for these people, and it's all just shit that pops into my head and in the moment. Same thing for Dog Thompson. So I'm actually asking them legitimate questions, and I have to, not alienate them. I have to help facilitate the conversation with them. And Bill, when I'm asking those questions, he's looking at his phone and not paying attention and shit. And I'm like, well, all right, I'll just keep asking questions. And then I don't want to ask too many, though, because I don't want to, I don't want to upset him. So I have to kind of pick my spots. It's much different than like if you're leading a show or something like that. But it seemed to work. But today, he's bringing in this Michigan High School Athletic Association Director of Presidents of Senior Official of Chief of Staff of High Schools and all things boring. And now I'm like, well, okay, so you're bringing him in. And he goes, yeah, for like the whole show. And I'm like, now what I want to say is, why? And I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. And I didn't ask that question, and I don't ask much. Again, if that's the direction, I'm just a fucking guy coming in and, pop off guy for a few days. And so I go, oh, okay, well, and I look at this as opportunity. There's O'Neill. To do something different. Maybe try my hardest to make something that sounds like the most boring thing in America interesting. I look at it as a challenge. And he goes, I don't need you. I go, what do you mean? I don't need you. Yeah, it's just going to be him and I. I'm like, well, why can't I participate? I might want to ask high school questions or whatever. No. Well, this fucker must hate me. Or speaking of conspiracy, there's clearly one going on here. I think Bruce or O'Neill is showing everybody his dog pecker right now, by the way. And Daisy is right in his asshole. Anyway, so I am not allowed to participate in high school talk. So I don't know what the fuck. I have to sit in the. I can't even actually be in the room. I want you to sit in there. Well, why am I even showing up? I mean, all you got to do is just hit one button, make one phone call, and go down to the lobby and get the king of high school guru sports thing guy. What? Oh, no. Yeah, well, I'm going to have you in for the last segment. All right. Well, whatever. I don't care. You're paying me. I'll sit there and pick my ass. That'll be the most relaxing thing I've done in weeks. Holy shit. Ryan asks, why are you going in? That's a wonderful question. I don't ask. Like I said, I don't ask. Don't ask. Don't tell. Go to hell. But that's what my day is like. All right. Back to Damar Hamlin. What's making this even more special is that Damar is participating in this. This is some show on the internet. The guy who's doing the talking is a dude by the name of Kyle Brandt. He used to be part of the Rome show. He doesn't realize it. He's acting like it's crazy and stupid and all this shit. And it is, but it's hilarious in my opinion. He is creating more of the adding to the fervor of the conspiracy theory while acting indignant and that these people are stupid and this is wrong. Audio check. Video check. Here we go.
Listen, all right, I'm going to go a wildly different direction. Who do I want to travel the world with? I'm going to put the name up right here. Damar Hamlin.
Oh.
Because we're going to go around the world messing with people. Have you seen what's going on?
Kyle?
Have you read this?
Kyle? Get it under control, Kyle. Don't be a loose cannon. The hell?
All right, I'm going to go a wildly different direction. Who do I want to travel the world with? I'm going to put the name up right here. Damar Hamlin.
Oh.
Because we're going to go around the world messing with people. Have you seen what's going on?
Kyle?
Have you read this? Have you on the internet? There are people who some people respect, I guess, or certainly some people follow, who believe in the Damar Hamlin conspiracy. Thereby, and you can look at this is New York Post, this is Newsweek, this is everywhere, CNN.
So it must be true. Yeah, we know it's happening, dumbass. But it's a fucking joke. Quit acting like you're so much smarter than everybody else. Just fucking have fun with it, you idiot. The guy who died twice is having fun with it.
I believe that Damar Hamlin was not at the game.
Why is he holding up a dry erase board? Why do we need that?
In Buffalo, the Bills versus Bengals game, for a variety of reasons, from sort of mild to radical. Some people believe that Damar Hamlin is not with us anymore. Some people believe that's not him. That is a body double that they used in the game. Mm-hmm. Why is he wearing a mask? Why does he have the hood up? Why do he have sunglasses? This is a real thing. And Damar Hamlin is...
It's not a real thing, you dick.
Playing into it.
Do you not know how the internet works?
Did you see his tweet yesterday?
No.
Damar Hamlin tweeted... And he's out in public in Buffalo.
He's got a mural in Buffalo. Holy shit. This guy has taken over the world.
There he is in front of a picture with his clone and a ninja emoji covering his face to play into the controversy that is not actually Damar Hamlin. That is his tweet from yesterday. Having fun with it. I spoke to Josh.
Having fun with it. Get it?
About it yesterday, who had not heard of it, I don't think, when I brought it up. And I said, would you like to debunk this or maybe confirm it?
There's nothing worse than sports guy who everything is so goddamn serious.
And he debunked it, and he said it was stupid, and he used profanity about people need to stop this bleep. But he did see Damar in the locker room. It was him 100%.
We don't know. He might be lying.
This is not a conspiracy.
I actually want it to take more hold. I want it to become more pervasive just so that humorless assholes like this dick will get wound up even more.
I understand there's some footholds if you want to build on what the motivation would be for that conspiracy. But you can Google it right now. People still believe this.
He can't believe it. Oh, my God.
And there's a whole crowd of people being like, if you believe this, you're idiots. If you believe this, this is the deterioration of this country. But it's out there. And I would just travel the world with Damar, and he'd have a mask on and a hood, and we would just take pictures.
Fuck off.
Love you.
Idiot. This is dude interviewing. This is the same guy in his podcast called Kyle Brandt's Basement Podcast. And he's interviewing Josh Allen.
So Newsweek, New York Post, and other outlets are running stories about a Damar Hamlin conspiracy theory.
They're running the stories, but Brandt is making it seem like they're running it as fact. They're running it as, look at the ridiculous thing that's happening in the world right now.
In which people are suggesting that he was not at the game on Sunday, and that it was some sort of body double conspiracy.
See, Brandt saying this all with a straight face is embarrassing. He should be smiling and laughing because it is ridiculous. I even think Josh Allen is starting to smile here about this thing. If Josh Allen should say, well, you got me. He is dead. I think they're onto something. If Josh Allen had any sense of humor whatsoever, he would dive into the shit and confirm it right now.
It goes on and on and on into the tinfoil hat territory. Would you like to debunk that conspiracy theory?
Look at how serious this guy is.
Or maybe confirm it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay. I hate Kyle Brandt.
That you said there's mainstream media outlets pushing this?
There's mainstream
pushing this
media outlets. There's people with really legitimate heavy followings who are saying the fix is in. That was not Damar. His face was covered. He had sunglasses.
These two don't understand how this works. All you have to do is throw that out there. And this is Alex Jones shit. But it's actually fun because Damar's participating in the act. And these two idiots can't get out of their own fucking way.
He had a hat. When they went to him on CBS, you couldn't see him, and that there's this next level conspiracy that was actually not Damar Hamlin at the game. They're saying it.
One, that's Damar's swag. That's what he likes. He likes wearing that.
Yeah, Allen's like, no way. That's the way he dresses.
Two, he was in the locker room with us pregame. So yes, that was Damar. There's absolutely zero.
Oh, look at Kyle Brandt laughed.
There's absolutely zero chance. That's
okay,
Damar Hamlin. That's our guy. That's our brother. He was with us pregame, postgame. He was up in the suite with his family, his little brother.
It also makes me laugh that Kyle Brandt is making such a big deal about this, but he just doing this expose about this nonsense. This is crazy, is contributing to all of this. And for that, I am happy. K-Dub himself adds, I love a good conspiracy, but this is dumb. And to bring this to Josh Allen is seriously ridiculous. You may notice O'Neill's paws twitching. He's in the middle of a dog dream right now. You can't see his face, but I can. And his eyes are open. He does that. So you got a little dog dream where his legs are running furiously. I don't know what the hell he's doing, chasing after a dog treat. Tyler says, if I was Damar, I'm dressing up as Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's for Halloween. Yes. Do you see? This is great. I mean, the guy's alive. Everybody's happy. He's going to make billions of dollars. Okay, this is what's going to happen, or what should happen. You know, he's going to take that heart symbol and, act like he's feeding children and come up with a charity that's going to generate billions, or maybe dig a well someplace in Africa for like $5,000 and then pocket the rest. If he was smart, that's what he would do. And he can go with the whole, hey, I died. Live life to its full. Buy my book. The book's like 6 pages. He charged like $80 for it. Hardcover. Everybody buys it. Never has to play a down of football again. Now, he's probably totally able to play football. Like, he probably could have come back and finished the season. He probably could have finished the Cincinnati game. But he's smart. He realized he can make billions of dollars and not risk CTE and terrible injury. So I give him credit for that. So if you think for 1 second that Damar Hamlin even wants to play football again, you're nuts. All he's going to do is cash fat checks. He's going to show up in front of like 100,000 people. He's going to do the heart thing. He's going to be. He's going to walk off stage and give him a briefcase full of money. He says, "Fuck you," and then that's it. Gets into a limousine, couple of hookers in there, and then makes a nice statement to the press as he's rolling by and says, "I'm still almost dead. I'm almost dead, but I'm doing okay, and I just want to spread love to the world while there's a chick blowing him." Firmly believe that that's what's going to happen. And that's what should happen. And Kyle Brandt is going to sit around and be humorless and just go, I am appalled that people are doing this about Damar Hamlin. So that's the official word on this. Now, when I was talking to Bill yesterday, floated the idea of it's actually a Weekend at Bernie's scenario. They taped his hands together in a heart, and we get done with the segment. You got to do a podcast tonight. Like, what? This idea is so funny. You must go live tonight, and float this idea, and you must get on board the Damar is dead train. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I will, but I'm kind of going to bed. You're missing a great opportunity. He's like my hype man. You can't really get too in depth here on this show. Like, well, no, we kind of did. You got to go on your podcast live. And he's always very helpful and thorough and aggressive. And you should do this, Eric Zane. I know I should. Are you going to? No, I am not. I'm not going to do that. Why not, Eric Zane? Well, Bill, I don't give enough shits. Here in the dormer above my garage, I do this shit all day. I don't want to fucking do it anymore. I want to go home. I want to lay in bed with my dog. Play some Candy Crush. Fucking shit. No, 9. He goes, you should go on live at 9 p.m. I go, 9? What the? I'm in bed at 8. Besides, I'll just wait a few hours and talk about it the next day. We got to totally buy in and lie and make. I go, well, no, I'm not going to do that either. I mean, I know what I'm going to do. You should do what I tell you. Do I sit around and tell you what to do? No. And even if I did, you wouldn't listen to me. So you stay in your lane, and I'll stay in mine. No. Occasionally you can tell me what lane to be in. It's your show. Like when you want to talk with the king, hand of the king, high school guru, El Presidente, El Matador of high school sports, and you just want to get totally in-depth for some one-on-one high school lacrosse coverage, and you don't want me around, I get it. I mean, I know. When you really want to draw in the big hitters, you can't be sidled with, Eric Zane. Enough of that shit. So I'll be in my little booth, shooting Facebook videos and roasting you while you do your show with the high school man. That's what we got to do. That's an idea. I don't know if I'll actually do that. It's more fun just to talk about it here. We have Dear Meathead in 26 minutes. If you have a late arriving question, by all means, send it along on the Shoreliners Striping inbox, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. You know, people don't email anymore. They just don't. I mean, in general. And I'm too lazy to set up a text option. I could do that. I should do that. Because everybody's on their phone. No one's actually at a computer. I think I'll look into that. Well, not really. I can't commit to that. I'll just write it down here, and if I see it again at some point. Text to email. Yeah, do they have it where you could send a text to, of course they do, send a text to some number and then it shows up on my computer. That's got to be. It's probably the first thing that they did when they started this technology of texting 20 years ago or whatever. All right. For those enjoying the show on Twitch, thank you very much. Stay right there. For those of you enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, it's time to say goodbye. If you want this show in its entirety, you must go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Once you get there, follow the page. You'll be given a notification when I go live every day, and then you can kick back and enjoy. There will be times during the show that Amazon, who owns Twitch, will drop in a video commercial for, I don't know, whatever. If you don't want to see those commercials that happen during the show, you must subscribe. So it's follow, one thing, that's free. Subscribe, another. Also free if you link up with your Amazon Prime. When you're at twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, there's a big red button. In fact, let me show it to you. You can see how simple this is. All right. You're there. You scroll down. You see this. Twitch Prime. Subscribe for free. You click that. And then you sign in. And then I don't know. I think once you do this drop down, it'll say link up your Twitch account. But I'm not entirely sure. I guess since I don't really know because I don't subscribe to my own fucking show. Once you do it, it'll kind of, you just link up your account and then you get the show minus the commercials. I think actually the audience members watching right now that have done this would have an easier time explaining it. You know? About me getting the text to email thing set up. Several people who know me say, just another broken promise. Stevie says, like the puppy cam. Well, now, hold on. I got to dispute that. Yes, you're right. I did not set up a specific camera for the dogs. But you can see them. Look there's Daisy. She's looking right at you right now. Kenny says, link Prime first. Then it's easy when it comes to linking. So anyway, that's the long explanation. Subscribe every month to one Twitch streamer for free, so you have to redo it each month. Okay, so there you go. That's how we do this on the show. So for those that are enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I'm going to kick you out. As always, you can reach out to me on the Shoreliner Striping inbox, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and download the audio podcast for free wherever you download shows. If you're driving around, you need to hear a show, there's literally thousands of podcasts on there on my platform, and I'm on all of them. So whichever one you like, Apple, Stitcher, Fitcher, Fucker, iHeart, Spotify, Twatify, I'm on all of them. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast. Facebook and Twitch brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Twitter brought to you by Blue Frost IT. Follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Twitter @Eric Zane Show. YouTube, search Eric Zane Show on YouTube. All right. And the open and live stream of this show also brought to you by my Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Ad-free, listener supported. Initially, the idea was do a very, very short free podcast and then direct them to the Patreon. And then they'll hopefully sign up and support the household that way. My business, which is my household. It's just me. Things like food for the dog, vet appointments, electricity, any equipment I might need. And it's worked out pretty well. Except the free podcast became an entity of its own. So now I have to do two, which is fine. I mean, this is what I do. But if you really want to help out the show financially, sign up for ad-free, listener-supported Patreon. Several episodes, 11 episodes a week I post there. I actually put more up to the Patreon than I do the free podcast. This week, Thursday, the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast happens live at 7 p.m. Now, if you subscribe to the audio podcast on Patreon, it's just $5 a month. You can listen to the audio podcast of that show when I post it. But if you want it live and actually part of the audience via Zoom, you can do that too. That tier is $10 a month. $5 a month or $10 a month. Two price points. $5 a month, all the audio. $10 a month, audio, video, live stream. So if you're like, you know what? Zane gives me a whole lot of fucking entertainment. I want to get behind that. I can support that. There you go. 100% of the proceeds on Patreon go in my pocket. So if you want to put 100% of the proceeds into my pocket, sign up for listener-supported, ad-free Patreon. Your $5 or $10 donation goes a long way with all of that content you get. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, it's time to cut through the clutter with all of the information about online betting. MyBookie. That's all you need to know. MyBookie. New year, new you. When I say new you, I mean, because you're going to MyBookie. Give yourself a fresh start with MyBookie. Whether you bet to earn, which some people do because they're good at it, or just to have some fun, MyBookie gives you the most for your money with their redesigned deposit bonus. Just use promo code ZANE on a deposit of $50 or more to receive a cash bonus instantly to your MyBookie account. Try it out. MyBookie. Promo code ZANE. Using this bonus is simple. Bet your deposit amount just once and you're ready to cash out. It's no strings attached with MyBookie. Promo code ZANE. Bet on the NFL, UFC, play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly online blackjack tournaments. You name it, MyBookie has you covered. With so many brands to choose from, you need a platform that makes it simple to bet and win. Like MyBookie. Promo code ZANE. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Okay, I feel like I've made it because every time I turn on whatever podcast, the big famous shows are talking about HelloFresh. Well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, I've partnered with HelloFresh. Now, I've experienced this myself, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Holy cow. You just pick what you want to eat. The box shows up at your house with everything you need to make an absolutely fantastic meal. How often have I talked with you about how much I love to work in the kitchen and make fantastic meals? But the problem with that is there's a little bit of extra work involved with like the research and then going to the store and then buying all the stuff. And then like life gets in the way and you never make it and everything rots in the fridge and it's all stupid and you hate your life. And then you never do it again. And then you eat like a jackass. Well, how about we forget all of that and you just open up your door, walk outside and grab a box filled with particular portions, exact sizes of what you need to make some of the best food you will ever have. And it's like you're a star because you plate the food and then you pass it off to your family. And they're like, who are you? We had no idea you had the ability to make such great food. That's because they specifically tell you the instructions for each of the fantastic meals that you can make with HelloFresh. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, this is great. So all this time you've been going out, you've been eating out, you've been spending a ton of cash. How about you make gourmet recipes and you do it? Maybe you do it as a process with other members of your family. It's so much fun, man. Forget about spending all that money on expensive food. Make fast, fresh, amazing recipes with HelloFresh. My gosh, you got to do this. The box shows up and then off you go. Man, I love HelloFresh. This is what I want you to do. I want you to try it out. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane21. 21 because that's what I look like. I'm 21. HelloFresh.com/Zane21 and use the code Zane21. And then you get, you guessed it, 21 free meals plus free shipping. What a deal. If you're listening to me right now and you don't try this, you're crazy. We're giving you free food. HelloFresh.com/Zane21. Use the code Zane21 and 21 free meals plus free shipping. It doesn't get more perfect than this. My gosh, I love you. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Okay? I love HelloFresh. You will too. Check it out online. HelloFresh.com/Zane21. Use code Zane21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Go do it. Meanwhile, this free podcast doesn't happen without the support of sponsors. So please support them because they support me. My friends at the Kent County Health Department remind you that if someone you know or love, or you, are having a hard time getting food on the table, the WIC program is a phone call away. Go to the website accesskent.com/health. There, you'll see all the information about the WIC program. There's also a phone number. You call up. If you qualify, you can utilize this every single month. Each month, your card is charged with milk, cheese, meat, formula for the little ones, bread, staple foods to help avoid hunger. AccessKent.com/health. Thank you to Sarah Honda Granville. SERRA. HondaGranville.com. On Kenmore Avenue in Granville, Michigan, just to the north of 44th Street. The #1 Honda volume dealer in the entire state. The Honda Pilot, that brand new Honda Pilot 2023 is awesome. Oh, my God. Go check it out today. Test drive a new 2023 Honda at Sarah Honda Granville. While I'm at it, A&E Heating and Cooling wants you to get 2 estimates when you're installing a new furnace from, doesn't matter who. Does not matter who. You pick them in the phone book. The 3rd estimate is Joe Martinez. Now, this is important. I mean, this is a high dollar thing if you're installing a new furnace or air conditioner or both. So you do your homework. You're looking at Google reviews. You're looking at all sorts of ratings and things. And, you know, you're having these people come into your home. They give you an estimate. You go, okay, thanks. I'll let you know. The ones that come in with multiple people, like the tech and the sales guy, you need to be especially cautious of them. They're going to tell you to purchase things you don't need. Prepare yourself for that. Play dumb. Go, oh, wow. And then they're going to actually try to get you to sign on the dotted line right then and there. And you'll be like, well, I don't know. I got to talk it over with my wife. I'll get back to you. They're not going to like that, but get these fuckers out of your house. Do that twice. Have Joe come in. And he's going to, and, you know, it's okay when he tells you what you need. Say, these are what these guys told me. And he's going to laugh at what they tried to sell you. And he's going to tell you why that's a mistake and why it's a scam. And he's going to beat the price of those other two. Now, let's say one of the other two estimates is some guy, working out of his truck, works hard, and can actually give you a lower price. Tell Joe Martinez, say, you're going to beat this, right? Eric Zane said so. And he's going to go, ay, ay, ay. And then he will. I love it. A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. 14 minutes till Dear Meathead. Questions, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I live in a MAGA utopia. I'm surrounded by people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Totally not kidding you. I was driving around on January 6th. I'm like, where is everybody? There's no traffic on the road. They were all there. When the election came around, the most recent election, is one dude, Joe Moss. I give this guy all the credit in the world. Now, he's a lunatic. He's just like all these fucking crazy patriots around here. They got organized, and they did this the right way. Okay? He rallied these inbred butt fucks and got them all on the same page. And then on election day, they voted everybody out. Anybody who mattered. And not only did they do it with the local county commission in Ottawa County, Michigan, where I live, all the school boards, these are supposed to be boring meetings when they're talking about, who gets the safety patrol captain badge. And now you've got all these fucking losers with Make America Great hats on and fucking talking crazy shit. And they kicked ass. So the whole slate is wiped clean, and this dude, Joe Moss, did it. So he started speaking at these commission meetings, and then he came up with a political action committee, which, people give them money, and then they pool their money, and then they take that money, and they back candidates that support them with the same ideology. And it fucking worked. This is brilliant. So, dipshit Moss, he actually wins the position of the big swinging dick in Ottawa County in his little political action committee. I shouldn't say little, it's big. It's called Ottawa Impact. So it worked. And it worked like excellently. And we talked about this on the show. The first thing they did was they wiped everybody out. They brought in, what's the black guy's name? John Gibbs, who ran for a political seat in the House of Representatives and lost to a Democrat in Congress. And they brought him in to be like the new, administrative position, a hired position. They fired the other guy. Get out of here. And then the health director who wanted everybody to mask up, they said, fuck you, get out. They fired that person too. They bring in some other guy, and it's a health director. They go, hey, what's your stance on health? He says, no vaccine and no masks. And all the MAGA folks in Ottawa County are like, yeah, fuck yes, yeah, I'm going to blow you. Yeah, you're so fucking cool. It's great. So they're happy. So all my neighbors are overjoyed. They love it. It's great. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. So I'm on an island. I am the only resident of Ottawa County who hates these people. That's not true. There's plenty that hate him, but not enough. So we're fucked. So they have these fucking meetings now, and the hour, it's supposed to be just a few minutes for public comment. And typically it's like 4 people there. Like, I think we need a new swing set at the park. Now it's just turned into MAGA guy telling the council that they're doing, or the commission, that they're doing a great job. And then the next person is some lady saying, they're not doing a great job, a bunch of racists. And then, so all they do is just go back and forth. And it's not an argument. Only one person is talking. You're allowed like a minute and a half or 2 minutes to say whatever the fuck you want. And I don't like that the county has gone in the direction that they have. But initially, I was excited to see these meetings, but they've become so long, and it's just speaking into the ether that it's like, fuck that. Oh, my God. If I were Joe Moss and I won that election and all these MAGA people are now on the commission, and I had to sit for 3 hours to hear all these fucking people yell at them and support, yeah, you're doing great. No, fuck you. I'd be like, this is terrible. The ADHD would kick in, and I wouldn't be able to. I would resign right there. Ugh. Anyway, this is what happened at the latest fucking meeting. It was just last night.
One of several changes the board has made, led by a slate of newly elected conservative commissioners.
News 8's Byron Tollefson was inside that meeting tonight. He is live now with what people had to say. Byron?
Go.
This meeting is still going on. It started at 6:30 and public comment lasted for more than...
Look it started at 6:30. It's 11:03 when this guy's given the report. Oh my God. 4 hours and 33 minutes.
2.5 hours. About 60 residents made their voices heard tonight. And clearly, this Board of Commissioners has the attention of the community on both sides.
Yeah, but most of them are red. Come on now.
Ottawa County tonight fiercely divided.
This guy here with the bad haircut, that's Joe Moss. By the way, there's a lot of hot chicks on this board.
Over the new board of
She's a babe. Sylvia there. I love the long hair. To me, you can have an ugly face, but if you have long hair, I actually think you're kind of hot.
You have chosen to lead and make decisions in a vacuum and behind closed doors.
Keep up the good work.
There you go.
You're a breath of fresh air.
Yes. See, that's most people where I live. You're doing great. Kick out the blacks, and we'll be perfect. You hear the cheers?
Residents out.
And you see the clock, it says 2:19. That started at 3 minutes. So that guy didn't have much to say. You didn't hear the first part, but see the clock, 7:07, 7:08. He started out by saying, I live in Ottawa County, and I don't like coloreds. Keep up the great work. You're a breath of fresh air.
Out in full force for the third meeting since Ottawa Impact and...
I love silver hair, by the way. She's a babe, too. This old chick, she's kind of hot. Kick off her shoes, put them up on the desk there. But the rest, yes, they may be like 85 years old, but kind of hot.
Doors commissioners took over, with people showing up outside the chambers 2 hours early. When the doors opened up, the room immediately...
2 hours early. So now these people are sitting on like a 6.5 hour day. Holy fuck. Now, all these old fucks here that look like Mr. Potato Head, they all love the MAGA people. This lady with the mask, she was killed after this. She's dead.
Packed, forcing many more residents to stay outside in the overflow rooms. Some applauding.
This guy right here with the huge gut and the vest, that is the typical body type of people in Ottawa County. And he's actually 19 years old, even though he looks like he's 74.
The sweeping changes the board made in its first meeting on January 3rd, which included...
Look at these guys are nodding, talking about what black guy they're going to beat up later on. This kid is like, I'm glad that dad lets me burn crosses on the neighbor's front yard.
Ousting the county administrator and health director, changing the county motto, and getting rid of the diversity, equity, and inclusion office.
And to know that you have the support of many of us in this county, and I thank you.
Is she wearing a trench coat? She loves this lady.
Others accusing the board of not living up to its promise of transparency.
You ran on a platform of transparency, and then on January 3rd, it became clear what a blatant lie that was.
This guy sitting here with his face resting on his hand, he's like, I hate that bitch.
Even blindsiding some of your own contingent. It's appalling. It is disgraceful.
A Spring Lake resident blasted the board's decision to eliminate the county DEI department.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I want you to see my neighbor as well as me. And how will you do that? How will you know who is not being seen if you cannot judge?
I wish the board would answer. I wish they would say, we don't care.
The content of the character of all people. A DEI office can identify who is being overlooked and who has that need.
While another resident said,
look at that guy. He has punched many a black guy in the face. This guy right here.
It was time.
Also, thank you for grappling with and ultimately ending the DEI department. It's founded on principles that push divisive, identity-based ideology.
Translation, she hates gays.
Much talked about tonight, the board's pick for new county health officer, Nathaniel Kelly, known for strongly opposing COVID-19 regulations.
I believe if anyone fairly.
Now, this lady I thought for sure was going to be like blue state, but no.
Assesses Nate Kelly's qualifications, they would have to admit you.
I think she's related to Lisa Krantz. I think she went in to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and said, I hear that you're cutting the Krantz. And they said, yeah. She said, that's what I want to look like.
Appointed a well-qualified person for this position, and I thank you.
Yeah, she loves this. She loves this
Kelly
shit.
Waits for his appointment to be approved by the state. He faced strong opposition tonight, including from a longtime ER doctor in Spring Lake.
And when Mr. Kelly says he would give everyone ivermectin, that makes me worry.
That's where I live. I live in Ivermectin Town.
He says he doesn't think masks work.
Many residents supporting the board tonight pointed out the majority of voters wanted bold change in Ottawa County.
Yes, that's true. Look at that guy. Holy shit, this motherfucker.
Exactly the bold
Looks like Mike from Breaking Bad.
leadership Ottawa needs.
If we had wanted mild shifts, there would not have been the significant overhaul made.
Why do they feel the need to speak out, all these people that support the board? They already won. You don't need to go there and congratulate them more. These meetings should be 30 minutes. You know, if there's going to be any on the other side that speak, who gives a shit? It's not going to change anything. It's going to stay red for quite some time, probably forever.
Voters were decisive.
While others worry for what's to come.
It's not the way that we want things done here in Ottawa County.
That's not true. The majority of people do want no blacks, no gays, no masks, ivermectin. This guy's crazy. He's absolutely wrong.
Oh, so many secrets and so many things done in the dark.
Yeah, that's what people want here.
We have reached out to the state health department to ask about the status of Kelly's appointment. Live in West Ottawa.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Byron Tollefson, News 8.
A lot of engagement on both sides out there.
Yeah, quit trying to say that. You know, yeah, sure, a lot of engagement, but only one side really needs to say something. You know, because the ones that won should just sit there and say, scoreboard, scoreboard, scoreboard. You know, you don't need to say anything. The big takeaway is here, these meetings are too fucking long. Okay? Why do you all feel the need to go in and pat each other on the back? Them having won speaks volumes. You can't quit crying about it. If you mobilize your own group in the next election, you can do something. But to just sit there and bitch and yell at these people, fuck it. Who gives a shit? Go do important things. Go change your own damn community. You could have taken the 10 hours you spent thinking up what you were going to say for 3 minutes with your stupid mad face and come up with your own political action committee and made meaningful change that you believed in instead of this stupid talking to each other, you fucking idiots. All right. Before I bring Dad in for Dear Meathead, God bless Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. If you've always wanted an in-ground vinyl or fiberglass pool, now is the time to get started. Jeremy out the door has 2 crews that want to put in, I think he said 16 pools this summer. There are openings. So if you've been thinking about a pool, now is the time to call. If you call any other place in town, they already have their crews established, and they're 2 years out on the waiting period. 2 years out. Schedule your in-store consultation now at the Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. No matter where you are in West Michigan, call 616-457-0500. Eric Zane told me to call you about getting an in-ground pool. Where do I start? Jeremy will give you all the guidance you need, where it should be, how it should be done, recommendations. You're looking at 25 years of experience installing pools. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot has been around for 20 years. Jeremy worked for the man for a few years and struck out on his own. 616-457-0500. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. Schedule your in-store consultation now. They also have a vast selection of hot tubs, different price points, lower end to high end, that are basically like swimming pools themselves. Oh, my God. You can go crazy with those. He's got more than 20 in the store for you to look at and pick out. Hot tub sales and service. All the pool supplies you'll ever need. All the I almost said hot dog. I did say hot dog. All the hot tub supplies you'll ever need. Jennison Pool and Spa Depot, my latest sponsor. Something else you need to do. It's in the back of your brain. I keep reminding you every day, hoping you'll make that call to schedule your tax appointment. New customers to the top of the line. Front of the line. No one says top of the line. They say top of the heap. New customers to the front of the line. 616-301-9516. Tag Accounting. Throw $100 at him. He does your taxes. You get more money than you've ever gotten back this year. And he does all the work. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to sit there for a whole weekend crunching numbers like some dick with this stupid program that you put in that's going to be outdated by next year when all the tax laws change. Fuck that shit. Just give it all to Troy, and he'll do it. 616-301-9516. Tag Accounting. Online at tagcpa.com. All right. I'm going to bring in Dad here for another edition of Dear Meathead. Brought to you by Baldwin Ace Hardware.
Good morning.
Hello, Ruby.
How you doing, son?
Never better. You getting hammered with snow yet over there?
We got some, and then we talked to this neighbor behind us. He's got a son that can shovel snow, because I don't shovel anymore.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
All of a sudden, there's the mother and the son both out there shoveling the whole backyard.
Well, it's like the whole neighborhood is rallying around you.
Yeah, I know, but my God, we paid them $30.
Like every time?
Well, no, today it did. That's what I'm going to check out with Joanna.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
She's very generous, I guess. I paid $40. Oh, she says she paid him $40.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, she's in charge. She knows what's up. She knows that if you want to have good service, you got to drop a little coin.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that, but you can't do that every time. But I think that's for the whole winter.
Yeah, you know how it is. I don't I don't know, $40 for the whole winter. I think that kid's getting ripped off.
Well, I don't know. Well, hey.
Well, anyway, it's good to hear your voice. Everything else going okay?
Good, yeah. Good to hear yours too, eh?
You got it. Okay. Well, Dad, I want to get after the questions.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Matt writes, Meathead.
Is it Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
All right. Matthew.
Yeah. He wants to get an electric garage door opener. Okay?
Yeah.
And he says that a professional said it would cost about $1,500.
Oh, boy.
And then he says there is a way to use a traditional garage door opener that would cost at most $200. He said, but he's worried about going the cheaper route, that it won't work and bad things will happen. What do you think Matt should do? Go cheap or go expensive?
Well, that's an awful lot of money.
It sure is. I've never heard of so much money for a garage door opener. It seems quite steep.
Yeah, we got a garage door opener, but it never in a lifetime of mine cost that much money.
Yeah, I think Matt should maybe shop around a little. I think.
Yeah. And you really not a whole lot of work to do.
No, it's not. I mean, I think a professional should do it. I think, but $1,500 sounds ridiculous.
I would do it for about $75, $50. Well, hey, that's my
wait a minute.
analogy.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever installed one yourself?
No, I haven't. It was already here. Only something happened, and then we kind of had it repaired. And
what about you and Mike when the thing almost hit the lady's car?
what happened?
When you told her to open her garage door and the spring busted loose and went through the window.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That's when we Mike and I years ago went to do this garage door.
Yeah.
And then we all finished up nice and all that, and we.
And she had a Cadillac in the garage.
They had a Cadillac in the garage.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. We opened the door.
And there's your new door.
Here's your new door. She opened up and something sprung loose and went right through the garage.
Oh my God! You mean right?
Yeah.
So you were like, hey, look at the good job we did, and it exploded.
And she had a vintage Cadillac in there.
Yeah.
It almost hit that.
But the spring, you're lucky it didn't kill you. Sometimes if those springs burst, it can hit you and go right through you like a bullet.
Well, I've never done that before. I mean, garage door, but Mike and I contracted it to do that.
You know, that sounds like just a thing you guys would do. You know, I mean,
I'll tell you, we cracked up, and then the old garage door.
Yeah.
And I had a pickup truck, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and I put that on there, on top of that, and down an alley, and dump it in the alley.
You dump the alley? You mean the like old stuff?
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah.
Hey,
wow.
door.
Now I remember you doing that in the past. I remember there was one time you and I ripped a roof off. It might have been on the Cunningham house, and you had a truck full of old shingles, and we went by. Yeah, I remember we drove behind the Farmer Jack, and you put it in reverse and got going really fast, and you jammed on the brakes, and all the shit flew out of the truck into the alley behind Farmer Jack's.
Yeah, cleaned it up, didn't we?
Oh my God,
Hey.
Dad. So I'm curious. So you and Mike take a job installing a garage door, but neither of you had ever done that. And then the spring breaks.
No, we had never done this one either.
The spring breaks the window, and then what's next? Are you able to repair it, or is that?
Yeah, we repaired the window.
And did you fix the garage so that it worked?
Didn't damage the garage.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
just the window.
I thought you said the spring broke off.
Spring broke off, and then I don't know how it happened, but it just took a window out.
Well, all right.
We replaced the window.
So you learned a lesson. Don't install garage doors anymore. And now here you are telling a guy to pay $50.
That was the last job that he and I did.
Okay, so I don't know. I think maybe he go the cheaper option, but have someone do it. What do you think?
That's the best analogy.
All right. Yeah. So Matt, there you go.
Yeah, Matt.
Kenny wants to talk about the price of eggs. Have you been following this, Dad?
No, but Joanne says it's horrible. She did what she said.
She lays her own eggs?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's having fun.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I don't really believe that she lays eggs. You know?
I'll tell you what. It's a just thing that people are doing by, the merchants or store owners do that because maybe they pay that much buying the eggs or raise it up. But it's a time of a year with this kind of thing that people start taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure what is driving it, but I think it's priced similar to anything like wheat.
I mean, why does the price of eggs go up? Does the chickens quit laying eggs?
Yeah, maybe the chickens went on strike.
Yeah.
There's a shortage of eggs, and the chicken feed costs more, and everything.
Oh, okay. Cost of the feed has gone up, so it's everything affects the other thing. Have you ever thought? Can you imagine I know you're always looking for things to do. If you had you should do this. If you had a chicken coop in your backyard, and then you could clean out the chicken coop.
No way I want to be cleaning that mess up.
Oh, why? You just put on a pair of boots, some rubber gloves, clean out the chicken coop.
No way. I don't want to fool with that. I go out and spend $35 buy a dozen of eggs or something and be done with it.
I don't know, Dad. I think my neighbor has a chicken coop. I think you should look into it.
I ain't doing it. That's a lot of work.
All right. Well, I know, but you're always
nice, neat, big lot.
Right.
Clean.
But you're always telling me how you're looking for things to do to occupy your time.
Not that kind of stuff.
No, not. I mean, well, the reason why yeah, but you're the same guy who likes to move piles of snow from one place to the other.
Yeah, I do that.
So I thought that. I mean, you do that, but you wouldn't take care of a chicken.
Yeah. Well, listen, I got bad news for you.
Yeah.
I am restricted from doing any of those things.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to find something.
Well, she's slammed the hammer down and said,
"Hey,
no, you ain't doing it." No.
Sometimes you gotta respect the authority. I'm Team Joanne. I'm Team Joanne.
It wasn't the authority really, but I really agree with it.
Okay.
I was doing the driveway.
Probably good to take it easy and find.
I fell right down on my face.
I know. You look like you went 10 rounds with Tyson.
Yeah, and both of my kneecaps are messed up. The last one I just peeled off.
Well, the scab finally fell off?
The scab
Oh, my God.
Off.
Jesus. All right. Megan writes, "Hi, Meathead. I just got back from a road..."
Hi, Megan.
She says, "I just got back from a road trip with my 12-year-old son. We were she says we were in the car together for about 45 hours of travel time."
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But she says we had we made great memories. And her question is, do you have a favorite vacation memory with your family, Dad?
Come on, Joanne, help.
Well, no. I remember you told me when you were married to Bernie, you hit the garage door with your car or your suitcase with something on the roof, and you drove into the garage or backed out of the garage and ripped the whole top off of your...
Yeah, I did that to the car.
Wait a minute.
The truck.
What, like on the way out of the house for a vacation?
We're trying to back the car out of the garage. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, you probably wanted to go on vacation. You need a car.
Yeah, well, the top.
Thing up on the roof.
Oh, I had stuff on top of the roof.
Oh, like bags and shit?
Yeah.
And you ripped the whole top off.
I ripped the whole top off.
Oh, my God. So everybody's ready to go on the trip.
And then we had a messed up job.
And then you drive 3 feet and there's a catastrophe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I remember that. Oh, my God. I don't even know how we repaired it to take off.
Well, judging by how you repair garage doors, I imagine it was...
You remember the old house we lived in?
Yeah, the one in Warren or the one in Oak Park?
The one in Warren.
Oh, yeah, I remember. But I don't remember this. But you and I mean, when I was born, it was only when I was 8 when you moved out. So I don't have a lot of memories of you at the house. And in fact, 0 memories of anything fun.
Hey.
Well, I mean, because when you're
gets done,
No, you didn't start, and that's not a insult. It's just the way it was.
I don't take it.
No, I mean, it was like there's very few memories I have because you don't start remembering stuff till you're about 3 or 4 years old, barely. So I've only got 4 years to play with here, and my brain is clouded with you falling down the stairs, you ripping off the garage door. Mom screaming at you, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But whatever, no big deal. I mean, it's a good
things happen.
I tell you what, it's a good thing you moved out because that's when
that's for sure.
That's when I started enjoying having fun memories with you.
Hey.
Oh yeah, when you divorced Mom, I was like, oh, thank God.
But I hung around, didn't I?
Oh yeah, I have no complaints, none whatsoever. I had a good childhood. I was very lucky. Not all kids who go through divorce have that attitude.
Well, yeah, and I remember that. I picked you up here regularly, both of you.
Oh yeah.
We went to the place that had a swimming pool and all that.
Oh, yeah, I remember. And that place still stands today, Metro Towers on Crocker Boulevard.
Yeah, that was good.
It was always entertaining to me, though, because, if Dad's picking us up at 6 p.m. on Friday, Mom gets home from work at 5 p.m. on Friday, that hour is very entertaining because she's stomping around like Godzilla. Because she's like, oh no, that devil Reuben is coming over. She wanted to beat your face in. Oh my God. That was very entertaining to Jim and I.
Yeah, well, Jimmy was pretty tough on me.
Well, he was older, so he was
very hard on me.
When you're I understand why he was hard on you because of that. He was more mature and I
tolerated him.
He wanted his dad back home. He's like, when I said I had no complaints, he may because of his age and he experienced things from a different lens. All I knew is I was getting new Atari games from you.
Yeah.
And that's all I cared about. Every time I go to see you, I get a new Atari game. And I'm like, yes, this divorce is awesome.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you what, though. It was hard getting to your house and picking you guys up.
Oh, I know it. It was a pain in the ass because mom would be like, all right, they can't leave, Reuben. They got to go pick up the dog poop and mow the lawn and put a new roof on. And oh, my God, what a memory. All right. Moving on. Mark writes, Reuben, can you rack your brain to tell me any of your favorite comedians? Can you think of anyone funny? Like maybe Jackie Gleason or I don't know.
Oh, but I do remember a couple of them, but I don't remember their names.
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy's one of them, yeah, for sure.
He's hilarious. I remember we'd go see the Beverly Hills Cop movies.
Yes. Yes.
He also wants
I'll tell you what, you guys have got sharp memories.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, you, especially you.
Yeah, I remember when we go up to Grayling, and then we go to that movie theater that still stands today.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim and I are hoping that, we're going to see like a Mickey Mouse movie or Donald Duck, and it's like Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this
was not the case.
You're like, oh, this is a great movie. And I'm like, I don't know, man. But Mark also wants to know, is Bill Cosby innocent or guilty?
Wait a minute. Who is this?
His name's Bill Cosby. Do you remember?
No.
Mark. Mark wanted to.
Mark. Okay.
Mark wanted to know if you think Cosby is guilty or innocent. Have you been following that story, Dad?
Okay.
He's guilty.
Okay. Now.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
He's guilty.
Isn't that crazy? The guy was like so wholesome and sweet, and then he's like a lunatic.
Yeah. I'll tell you, a lot of these movie actors or movie people, they do some goofy things and they get away. Some of them get away with it. They really gotta do something with that.
Yeah, I think they have. A lot of them have had to, as you like to say, pay the piper.
Pay your pipers, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
But they get away with it.
Let's see here.
Money talks.
Chris writes, hey, guy. One of my New Year's resolutions is not to drink any alcohol for January. What advice would you give me to be successful in not drinking for January?
Well, I cannot just boil it down to January, but I was a heavy drinker in my life.
Uh-huh.
Very heavy. I party 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time.
My wife says it got to a point that it's either that or me,
Yep.
Something to that effect. Not as harsh as what I just said, but that's how it was.
Okay.
And you know what? That was the last ounce of booze I ever drank.
Okay, so it's just, all right, cold turkey.
Because of the value that I had in a wife that I have.
Well,
and the value that I get out of a bottle of booze.
What do you think about, but these people, they'll not drink for all of January, but then February comes, they start drinking again.
That's stupid. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
First of all, I do not think that a lot of alcohol in your body helps you at all.
No, it's slowly going to kill you, for God's sake.
Yeah. I do not drink. I condemn. If I was my boys, I'd really fight them. That drink. That would be one of my main goals. If you guys were the kind of guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're not,
Oh man, I used to love drinking. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I don't know how you guys did what your thing was.
Well, it's because every time we turned around, you were knocking back a pint of Ouzo.
Right. But anyway, and the drinker thinks it's funny or fun or.
No, it is. It is. I have to admit, it's alcohol makes things more fun. There is no question. No question. That's why it's hard to quit, because you have so much fun.
Well. It's for the first 20 days was a difficult time. Once you quit and pass that point that you're not going to do it,
it gets easier.
You get over it. It gets easy, and I don't even miss it. But I do not condone anybody that does it. That's their business.
You mean you don't condemn them?
I don't condemn them.
Right.
I mean,
no, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
I don't condemn them.
It's
their life.
No judging.
Yeah, well, then quietly I said, God, if you only knew the difference of your life.
Right. Well, I mean, for me, I can't drink just a little. Like, I don't know how people do it. They sit down and they have like one glass of wine. I was like, no way, man. Give me the bottle.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, and that's...
I love drinking.
Oh, my God.
I did love. I don't even care. I don't even think about it.
We are so similar. It is like we are the exact same person. In fact, when I go up north and I'm stomping around like an idiot, picking up sticks and you know,
Which I like what you're doing.
Right. They're like, you are your father. You are your father. And I'm like, I know it. I can't help it. That's it.
That's great.
But I don't have the ability to fix garage doors like you.
Well, but you do a lot of things.
I know. All right. Well, Dad, I tell you what, it's as always fantastic to hear your voice. Everybody loves you. And,
thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Mutual feeling.
You have a wonderful day, okay?
You do the same, and I'll tell you what, we got a lot of snow in here.
Yeah, it's going to be coming down, Dad.
Figure something out. I need your opinion.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor just behind me, you know. It's a woman with a son.
Yeah, that's the one who helps you with the snow.
Well, no, we've never had them do anything. I didn't even know about them.
Oh, okay.
And somehow the word got around, and the wife with the mother, there's a mother and a son.
Uh-huh.
This morning, they're here in my yard shoveling the snow, and oh man, they spotless, which is all covered all over again. And Joanna turned around and gave them $30 for doing that.
40. I think she gave him like $40.
$40.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where this is going to go. If they show up every time, well, I guess I'm going to let them do it.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, the way I look at this is, you know, let's not look in the future and worry about the things coming up. More like, you know, if it happens, we'll deal with it then. You know what I mean? You and I don't know how much it's going to snow in the weeks to come. This might be the very last snow we get.
Yeah, this is true. But I have a vague feeling that this may not be true.
Okay. Well, you know, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. And you know, I'm sure you can negotiate the deal if it gets to be too much, you know. I mean, no one's gonna break the bank on it. No one's gonna.
It's a mother and a son.
Yeah,
a wonderful couple.
Yep. I wouldn't sweat it. I think that they'll, if need be, they'll definitely cut you a break.
We haven't even talked about negotiation.
Well, that's okay. You don't need to worry about it. This is this sounds to me like a Joanne department. And you know what I do? Like when my wife starts making decisions, I just go, all right, thanks, and then don't worry about it. That's what I do. But
no, well, Joanne is a pretty astute person.
I know that.
A good job.
She is the queen, and I love what she does. So I've always deferred to Joanne, and that's to me my my thing that I would do. Yes.
Well, okay. That's a word of confidence.
Okay. All right. I love you guys.
Love you too, and stay out of the snow.
You got it. Thank you, Dad.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. All right. Another amazing addition to Dear Meathead. You can clearly tell, and I see some of the comments, he told the same story twice there. And the comment, it must be bothering him. It absolutely is. It is bothering him. He doesn't like partying with that $40. And that is the dementia. That is he has no recollection that we spoke of that the first time around. And usually the way that goes is, whatever you do, don't go, you already told me that. What's wrong with you? Don't do that. Just go, And just kind of like get creative with your tap dance around it. Assure that it's going to be just fine. Hold up. Daisy, we can't have that. If you want me, listen. If you got to listen to me. If you want me to be able to pull this off, and you're sitting there licking your paws, look at me, honey. We can't do that. Please. She thinks I'm crazy. And that's a page out of Maureen's book because she's been down this road. She says, yep, play along. Just like, yeah, okay. Well, that's the hand we're dealt. So we're fine. He's been doing that for years, though. Oh, look at her. She's just beautiful. Okay, wow. Kyle writes, referring to Daisy, she's thinking, fuck you, Dad. I can attack you if I wanted. Yeah, true. Oh, my God. I've felt that strength. She's back to licking her paws. I'm not even going to say anything. Ryan says, visiting my great-grandma at a nursing home years ago, it became easier to just tell her I was from the maintenance department. The visits were always more quality than explaining who I was. That's a great idea. Every day, it's like pick your own adventure. You can just make up who you are. You know? That's called lemonade out of lemons. How you doing? I'm Brad Pitt. I was just making the rounds at the hospital because I was in town shooting a movie. And I wanted to introduce myself to the folks here who are patients. How's that? How you doing? Oh, my God, Brad Pitt, I love you. They may say, who's Brad Pitt? I said, well, I'm a Hollywood actor. How you doing? I'm the quarterback of the Lions. I'm the president. I'm just passing through. Oh, my God. Quote from Daisy, I sent you to the ER once already. Kenny writes, that's true. Oh, that was bad. Oh, she bit the shit out of me. So bad. All right. So I don't want to say it puts a damper on Dear Meathead. It is what it is. But that is a reminder that is what my dad is afflicted with. Okay. You need to advertise on the Eric Zane Show podcast. If you are interested in getting your message for your goods or services out in front of this audience, reach out to me. Whether you're local or you sell products online, doesn't matter. I can help any one of you. A large percentage of my audience is local, so then I can bring local sponsors in. But it really doesn't matter. If you have an online product, I can help you with that or a service, whatever. Reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and I will tell you how marketing on the Eric Zane Show podcast works. Okay, Bennett Flooring Installation. Been with me for quite some time. You got this dude, Jacob Bennett, who runs the show, and he travels to various areas in West Michigan and installs flooring at an unbelievably low price. The lowest of anyone, period. The lowest price for the most professional install. How about that? You can't find that anywhere else. 616-318-0167. I trust him. He installs the flooring at my house. Whenever I shoot a video, you see the flooring. Hey, what's up with that? Yeah, that's Jacob's. He did it. 616-318-0167. He encourages you to do the work like ripping out the old stuff. I mean, how hard can that be? Just take the old stuff out. That's going to save you money. If you want, you can do full service where he does all of that. But, yeah, you can definitely do it on the cheap. In fact, if you rip it all out and then he comes over, then measures, then he knows what he's dealing with. So call him up, 616-318-0167. And as I've been saying for some time, the flooring that I want you to purchase to be installed, go to this one place. Lowest price for flooring in the entire state, proven. Johnson Carpet Discount Outlet. 2 stores, but I want you to go to the discount outlet. The main showroom is immaculate, beautiful. The discount outlet, also immaculate and 1,000,000% ugly. It's a big, giant warehouse with forklifts rolling around. Okay? With rugged-looking men moving the flooring to and fro as people show up with their delivery trucks or their pickups or minivans or cars and have flooring put into those vehicles that they've purchased at a discount price. They buy it all in bulk with giant trucks showing up daily, 53-foot trailers, unload the flooring, set it up for display, go in, buy it. Best brands, best styles, dear God, hardwood, carpet, all different types of carpet. I can't talk. Vinyl plank, tile, hardwood, all there. Johnson Carpet One discount outlet. When you mention my name on the already low price, you will save an additional 10%. It is without a doubt the lowest price for flooring. You must mention my name, though. Eric Zane sent me, boom, 10% off of whatever you buy. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Ask about the Eric Zane tune-up. Get your car tuned and save $0 on that when you mention my name. 616-532-6600. Early bird pickup, late bird drop-off. Wait a minute. Early bird drop-off, late bird pickup is what I meant to say. They have loaner cars for you, so you don't have to have anybody cart you around when you need it. They can hook you up, and they do amazing work there at Irvine's for any type of scheduled maintenance, emergency work, small, big, oil change, wheel alignment, you name it. They do everything to make sure that the vehicle is running appropriately. Not a body shop. They're trying to keep the car rolling. 616-532-6600. Love them. Trusted place to get your vehicle repaired. Some of you, I know for sure Kenny, and I think Nick, Arena Nick, love the band Pantera. Now, some would argue that Pantera is no more. No Dimebag Darrell, no Vinnie Paul. Come on. I kind of agree with that. No, I absolutely agree with that. Now, if the lead, I'll just say lead guy because he doesn't sing. If the lead guy, Phil Anselmo, could actually sing and perform something worth listening to, I would say, yeah, he could reform the band with him at the lead. But what he does, and they would disagree, Kenny and Nick, is absolute shit. The fact that anyone even listens to this garbage is proof that many, many people in the world have horrible taste. I don't understand the appeal. I never will. This actual style of music is anything but music. It's garbage. Kyle writes, no Vinny, no Dime, not Pantera. Phil's a punk now, so they are no more. Kenny says Pantera is gone. This is Tributera or Zactera, because I guess Zach Wilde is the guitar. Zach Wilde's a great guitar player, but he's in the band now. Kenny adds, go enjoy your boring pussy elevator Beatles music. Oh, fuck. That's great. Kyle Ryan says, I love going for drives in snowstorms in my truck and cranking vulgar display of power. What the fuck is wrong with you? All right. Well, here's what's up. I guess there's some fucking metal fest in Germany. The only good thing about this music is there's something called like the wall of doom or the wall of death, where 500 idiots will be on one side, and then 500 more idiots on the other side with space in between them. And then while the band plays, they run as fast as they can and smash into each other. Now that, okay, if I could go to one of those shows and not be down there and just be in a suite watching it with earplugs in so I didn't have to listen to the shit, that's worth the price of admission. But that's it, you know? And just to look at all these fucking disgusting losers. Pantera has been removed from the bills of 2 upcoming rock festivals in Germany. And this is because of, and I can't believe that anybody's like, why? Why? Well, we've covered this before on the show. Audio check, video check. Here's why. This is Phil Anselmo, the lead singer of Pantera in 2016. Watch how he finished the show. The show just ended. Nazi salute. White power. So hey, the one guy's going, hey, thanks for being here. We're having a good time. And he does Nazi salute and yells white power.
It's been a pleasure having all of you here and all the awesome musicians. Ronnie James Dio, Stand Up and Shout, Cancer Foundation.
I think that one's going to come back to haunt you. I don't know if that one's going to work out for you. Ryan says, oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Michael Richards suddenly is a saint. My God. It still comes back around. So they're in, you know, where the Nazis were born, Germany. And the Germans are like, oh, fuck no, we can't have you here. You yelled white power and did the Nazi salute. And that's what this is all about. The backlash stems from an incident that occurred that I just played for you. And it was supposed to be an event to celebrate the memory of Dimebag Darrell. So, you know, everybody loves it. From what I've heard, this guy was just like the nicest dude. Everybody loved him. He was a terrific guitar player. And the idiot at this warm, nice moment where everybody's probably crying, the fucking asshole yells white power at the time. And then he was busted about it when this happened back in 2016. And then Anselmo said, no, come on. I had drank white wine, and this is what he said. I drank some white wine, and it was so good that I wanted to stress how wonderful it was by saying white power. Fuck. Oh, no. If you were to, there's a, on the Wikipedia, there's more about this. When that happened, his first response was, let's see. The incident was captured by an audience member's cell phone camera, and the video was posted on YouTube. And Selmo later said, yeah, I was just joking about drinking all this awesome white wine. Then he added, okay, folks, I'll own this one. But damn it, I was joking. And the inside joke of the night was because we were drinking fucking white wine. Some of y'all need to thicken up your skin. There's plenty of fuckers to pick on with a more realistic agenda. I fucking love everyone. I fucking loathe everyone, and that's that. No apologies for me. A week later, however, while continuing to receive severe online backlash from the metal community, Anselmo released a more formal and official apology in which he said, "It was ugly. It was uncalled for. And anybody who knows me and my true nature knows that I don't believe in any of that. I'm 1,000% apologetic to anyone who took offense to what I said, which is weird, because you should have taken offense to what I said." So he's changed his tune. First it was First it was white wine, and then no apologies, and then like all apologies. Eddie Trunk interviewed him. Anselmo claimed, now the story's changed. "Well, you see, I was being taunted throughout the show by 2 or 3 little hecklers. And they were calling him a racist for something else I'll talk to you about in a second. They were calling him a racist, and he didn't like that, who were near the stage. He stated that they called him all sorts of names throughout the show. Talk about somebody who needs thicker skin. And by the end, he said he'd lost his patience of the show. Anselmo said, "When people start screaming that I'm a racist over and over and over again at me, what I did was show them exactly what the ugliest possible thing I could think of at the time was." Yeah, that's stupid. You're an idiot. They're calling you a racist, so you do Heil Hitler and scream white power, and then say it's because of white wine. You idiot. What a dipshit. A few weeks ago, the German Green Party for the Nuremberg City Council released a statement saying that Anselmo repeatedly and deliberately displayed Nazi symbols or yelled racist slogans. Yeah, you can't expect to go to Germany and expect to have outdistanced yourself from this shit. Of all the places, Germany is so anti. Since obviously that's actually, by the way, a terrific comeback by Germany to be able to distance themselves from what is the Holocaust. How the fuck did they pull that off? They asked organizers of the upcoming festivals to remove the ban from their schedules. Quote, "The former Nazi Party rally grounds is a place of perpetrators and thus a place of admonition. I don't know. They wrote, I can't read. Rock IM Park takes place at Zeppelinfeld, where 6 Nazi Party rallies were held between 1933 and 1938. Yeah, probably a good idea to not have Phil Anselmo there. You're actually having a festival where Nazi Party rallies used to be. And they use it now as, quote, a place of learning and remembrance." Excuse me. Nuremberg citizens and actors in educational work and civil society always take on the special responsibility associated with this. Only signs of human dignity and peace should emanate from here, as our self-commitment in the Nuremberg City Council also states. Yeah, it's too bad this guy can even use this name of the band. It's horrible. Dimebags in heaven and Vinnie Paul are in heaven. They're like, so glad we're not around you, you fucking psycho. Jesus. The idea that he was being heckled for being a racist and his idea was to yell white power and think that it wouldn't be taken poorly. Leading up to this moment when the guy was calling him a racist and then he yelled white power, and Anselmo had given some controversial statements about race, skin color, and related cultures throughout his life. In a Pantera concert in Montreal in 95, he gave a speech expressing that Pantera are not a racist band and that he and his bandmates, me and the band, we have black friends, which we're to a point in society that if you ever say, oh my God, I got a black cousin, and that's your reason for suggesting that you're not a racist,
Just got the big black dick because I know you want to hear it.
That does not absolve you from being a fucking racist. We'll just look at your body of work, racist. And that he and his bandmates had, well, we got black friends. But that he had a problem with rap artists. He had a problem with rap artists pissing all over white culture. What? In another concert, he expressed his disgust with black affirmative action, saying, fuck all that black power bullshit. Well, I mean, you got to understand where black folks are coming from. You're looking at a group of people who, you know, were slaves. And when it comes to, you know, getting a foothold in society and being respected and treated equally and fairly, which they're still not to this day, the organization is steeped in that with a backdrop. The idea is to have equality for all. So you might want to be careful with saying, fuck black power, you fucking idiot. Anyway, that's pretty much closing the book on Phil Anselmo at his Rockfest. He'll probably be opening up the next Ottawa County meeting, performing before they actually have all their people come out and tell them that they're great and that they're bad. Pantera appearing at the next Ottawa County Commission meeting. Before I get to the asshole of the day, there's a lot that we're going to talk about on the Patreon. More about the word squaw being no more. In Michigan, add Mike Pence to the next, group of former leadership who need a special investigator. They're running out of special investigators. We have more drama. Unbelievable. And you know who's rushing to the aid of Mike Pence? The guy who tried to get him murdered. Trump. Oh, my God. I cannot wait to get into this story. Michigan running back Blake Corum earns a ton of money playing college football. He's a victim of crime in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And all I wrote down for this next story was special needs kid abused. That isn't as bad as it sounds. It's kind of bad. I mean, a kid was treated like shit. A local kid. Not a local kid. Michigan story. Some kid who's in the special needs portion of the class. This is near and dear to the hearts of this household. You got the Queen of the Forest right now is working with cognitive development impairment. I don't even know what the fuck you're supposed to say now. Children. Well, some asshole teacher decided to, fucking go hard on the special needs kid in Monroe, Michigan. Going to break that shit down. We're going to talk about that on the Patreon. That's another reason why you got to sign up for the Patreon. Not only will 100% of your dollars go directly into my pocket, but you'll be able to hear that shit. Oh, my God. Okay. Asshole of the day nominations are needed. Who is the asshole of the day? After 2 hours of discussion, who's it going to be? First off, my dry spell on Cameo continues. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Keep it in mind. If you or someone you know or love has a birthday coming up and you want it celebrated right with either a really, really sweet message or total ball busting, I can accommodate you or whoever on Cameo. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. No two are alike. And just $15.99 is all it's going to cost you for what will be the greatest cameo in the history of cameos. The best cameo I've ever done is the latest one. Always. no one better on Cameo than your old pal Eric Zane. Bosco's Pub. Update. There's a fairly decent chance I will be with the crew cooking for the first time at Bosco's Pub tonight. After I did radio yesterday with Bill, I reached out to Doug and I go, Doug, do you need me tonight? He goes, it's pretty slow, Eric. We don't need you, but be ready Wednesday. So I'll be going from the radio station directly to Bosco's Pub, more than likely. I can't say for sure. We shall see. Bosco's Pub, part of Terrace Square in Hudsonville, Michigan. Unbelievable gourmet burgers. These aren't those shit smash burgers where they just smash the shit down, throw some salt on it, take the grease-soaked patty and stick it on a bun, which all the grease soaks through the bun. It looks like somebody walked on the fucking thing. No! These are gourmet burgers made from scratch with unbelievable sauces created from Doug's mind. Every burger has homemade sauce with the exception of the steak, which is A1. But that's a great burger in itself because you got the patty seasoned perfectly, grilled perfectly, caramelized onions, sauteed mushrooms, the steak sauce, the Swiss on top, brings it all together on a perfectly toasted bun. You get it sent to your table. Perfect. My advice, when you pick them up, don't set them down. If you set them down, you have a chance to have implosion. You don't want that. Tallest burger they have is the Luigi. That's what you get when you put mozzarella sticks and pepperoni and marinara on a burger patty. A tall burger. You got to do the squash, get it in two hands, and then hang on for dear life. Unbelievable. Bosco's Pub, Terrace Square, Hudsonville, Michigan. Stiff pours on the drinks, cold beers, friendly staff. Beautiful. Tell me you are not tempted to go there after that description of those burgers. That was a masterpiece. Mortgage rates are starting to drop. You can get about a 5.4 on a 15-year fixed. That's better, but it's still tough. But you can get a mortgage. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, NMLS number 3035. You can get money out of your home to pay off a high-interest credit card. Those interest rates are not coming down for now. Pay off the high-interest credit card by getting money out of your home and pay off, and then you're paying off the lower interest on the refi. First mortgage, 10th mortgage, refi, whatever it is. 231-332-6505 for the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. The best, and they can service customers from anywhere in the U.S. with the exception of Alaska, Maine, Hawaii, and South Carolina. Mention my name when you call, please, as always, with all of my sponsors. Last but not least is TC Paintball. Whether it's Ladies' Day, whether it's Kids' Little League, whether it's booking a party for you or your friends, they've got you covered at TC Paintball, fully stocked pro shop, the authority in paintball. You can actually play outside. Last time we were there, we did a couple of rounds in the village outside while we had a little bit of a light left. You can do that, especially when, snow can be hit or miss. We're getting some today, but if you want to play outside, you can. You just got to let Rick know. And if it's open, you're in. TC Paintball, online at tcpaintballgr.com. Book an event for you and your friends. I understand the Grand Rapids Griffins just booked an event. That is cool. 30 plus. Very, very cool. Unfortunately, the guy who booked it got traded like 2 days later, Kyle Criscolo, so he won't be in attendance, but the rest of them will. Thank you, TC Paintball. I have T-shirts on my website, ericzaneshow.com. As I said, the Patreon, sign up for that. $5 or $10 a month, ad-free, listener-supported Patreon. Yesterday's asshole of the day was the Joe's Crab Shack shitter. Today's asshole of the day. Asshole of the day, Bill Simonson, for not letting you in the room with high school guy. I cannot do that. No, we cannot. The suggestion, meathead, for ruining vacation by ripping off the roof of the truck. Well, that's like about 45 years too late, though. The suggestion, Ottawa County MAGA scum. I think we'll focus on that meeting to some degree, but I'm not going to make it Ottawa County MAGA scum. All they've done is win fair and square. They've done nothing wrong. I think the bigger problem is just the people at those meetings who think they matter. They don't. They've got such a bloated view of themselves, and they love to hear themselves talk, that they take those meetings that should be 15 minutes and make them 6 hours. TC Paintball, asshole of the day. People who speak at meetings are all assholes. Whether you're talking for something I like or something I don't like, you're all assholes. Get off your fucking asses and go do something constructive that might be able to help in the first place. Not go and yell at people, you fucking idiots. Good God. What a pain in the ass. Megan says, oh shit, maybe I won't go to the meetings. You can go to the meetings, just don't speak. If you want to actually make a difference, do what Joe Moss did. That guy, as crazy as he is, he fucking did it. He was walking the walk. I'm sorry. He was talking the talk, and then he walked the walk. Now, he's a fucking asshole, but he got it done. Would I like to punch him in his fat face? Fuck yes. But he did the right thing. Megan says, I just want to walk dogs. I don't blame you. Love all the dogs and some of the people. That's our motto. Okay. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Ad-free, listener-supported Patreon on the way. If you've heard me talk about it, for the love of God, would you sign up? I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.